Hello everybody, Johnathan Wicklow Barberie for Rugby Wrap-Up. I have the pleasure of being here with esteemed coach, Mr. Warren Gatland.
Is that an imitation of a New Zealand accent? Is that what that's supposed to be?
Well, as you have spent quite a bit of time in Ireland, my mother's from Ireland, so I have a mixed accent. But we're here to talk about the Lions and your coaching career.
Right. Just a massive honour to be appointed Lions coach for this year.
You've had so much success as a player and as a coach. In Ireland, you went on to get Connacht to the quarter-final in the European Cup, which is an amazing achievement. You went on to coach Ireland.
I'd only finished playing 94, had sort of retired at 30 and went over to coach Connacht, and the game had gone professional. We were still pretty much amateur, sort of training twice a week, and we'd beaten some big teams in Europe, and Six Nations in 1998. Brian Ashton was the coach, and Ireland lost to Scotland at home, and he resigned, and they rang me up and said, "Do you want to take the team for the rest of the Six Nations?" I was only 34 and pretty inexperienced, but you get given one of those opportunities, you don't walk away from it, you don't turn it down, and it was just a great opportunity and a good grounding for probably the rest of my coaching career, really.
You beat France in Paris for the first time since 1972?
Yeah, it was 27 years. I think Brian O'Driscoll scored 3 tries that day, which helped. He was only just a youngster. I'm pretty proud of the fact that I was sort of involved in a transition period of Irish rugby. You obviously got different political and religious views, but at the end of the day, when you get a group of guys together in a rugby team, those things go out the window. Yeah. It's about good people and getting on, playing for the cause and supporting your mates.
You won 3 premierships with the London Wasps. You coached Wales to a very, very impressive showing in the Rugby World Cup, and yet you can't afford to have someone clean your windows for you?
I know the amount of crap I've had from that. I just had a few mates saying, how much were you drinking? I said, I wasn't drinking at all. It was 8 o'clock in the morning, and we've got a place at the beach in New Zealand, and there's a magazine in New Zealand, I think Home and Garden, and one of those ones. Some woman was coming around that morning to shoot some photos, and my wife sort of said, there's a bit of sea spray on the windows, and after the 4th time she said, I kind of got the message, but unfortunately I wasn't there for the photos because I'd fallen off the railing of the deck.
And it wasn't even a ladder?
It wasn't a ladder, it was a railing of the deck, and about 3 metres bare feet backwards onto concrete. And
both heels?
Yeah, the left one was just a small fracture, but I did some real damage on the right one. It's a calcaneus bone, and it's one of the toughest bones in the body, but when you do break it, it's pretty painful, and it does cause a bit of damage, and it takes a while to excuse the pun, takes a while to heal as well.
You beat me to that one. Nobody's going to doubt your toughness. I think you had the record for most games for Waikato, 140 games before you retired, is that correct?
That's right, yeah. And the ironic thing is when I played, I hardly ever got injured.
John Kirwan speaks in the third person. No,
false. John Kirwan never speaks in the third person.
Hypothetical situation. You're picked as the All Blacks coach. Do you pick JK as one of your assistants?
I'm a good mate of JK's, and we often, we've actually he's got a place at the same beach as I've there, and we often catch up when we...
Are you going to go clean his windows?
No, his house is a bit bigger than mine. But he's put a good team together, some young players, and he's passionate about the game, and a great start for him. Yeah.
Dirtiest player you've ever come across in your entire career?
Well, it'd have to be Declan Yates. I've even seen him stoop that low to cheat his kid at checkers.
Where did you smell your mother's rashers in there?
Rashers? Mom?
I win again.
Coach, we'll leave it at that. Thank you for coming on rugbywrapup.com. We wish you the best of luck with Wales and the British and Irish Lions, with yours truly helping with team selections.
Cheers, thank you.
Do you smell those rashers my mom's making?
Your mom's making rashes? Mrs. Yates? Dirty just like your father.